What is up, everybody? Welcome back to Outside Line Media, and we are at the greatest racetrack in the world,
One of
Laguna
the greatest.
Seca.
One of the greatest with one of the greatest corner in racing, in my opinion. Corkscrew. We love Laguna Seca. Laguna Sexy, however you want to refer to it, whatever
Oh,
government name you want to use for it. Really excited for this race. But before we get into that, let's get into a fever dream that was the Ontario Honda Dealers IndyCar race in Toronto. Let's just go over the results real quick. This race was chaos. I didn't know what was going on. No one knew what was going on. Fox really didn't know what was going on. And we'll get into that in a second. But let's just read this podium because if you didn't see this race or any results, you're gonna
I
shit
think you need
yourself.
to read the entire top 10.
Yeah, I'm gonna go top 10. Pato O'Ward gets the win. That's not surprising. Pato O'Ward's won a race this year. Gets Chevy their second win. Good for him. Second, Renus VK. Bailed out by a caution, Kiffin Simpson. Fourth, Colton Herta. Makes sense. Fifth, Marcus Ericsson. Sixth, Kyle Kirkwood. Mind you, Kyle Kirkwood was facing backwards in the pit lane at some point during this race. Somehow all the Andretti boys are made a Marcus Ericsson sandwich. That's cool. Then we have Graham Rahal in seventh. Great drive from him. Underappreciated because all the other chaos, honestly. Eighth, Callum Ilott. Also, fantastic drive. Ninth, David Malukas. And 10th, never count him out, Scott Dixon. Honestly, I mean, you could just keep going. It gets crazy. Alex Palou got 12th. I mean, it's wild. Santino Ferrucci did not start this race.
Hip hip.
Broke his hand in a warm-up practice.
Oh, did he
Hip
break
hip
his
hooray.
hand?
Not break his hand, hurt his hand. He was holding ice on it like a little,
Oh.
like the
Well, I
little
mean, they
fairy
just
he
couldn't get the
is.
car fixed in time, too. He
That
ripped
too, yeah.
all four corners off of the car during warm-up.
Warm up, yeah. So they missed, but just a fever dream race. Like I don't even know like how. Obviously this race started out very horrible for me. I was with Podium Pop. And I said I will stay and watch the race, but if Scott McLaughlin crashes out, I'm going home. Well, guess what, ladies and gentlemen? I got to go home after 2 laps. After 2 laps, they pitted to get off the softs. To get off the softs. And they didn't get the wheel on tight. And about 2 corners later, a classic symptom of watching IndyCar this year for me, a hard cut to my favorite driver in the wall. You can see the wheel not pop off on turn 3, I think. He lost his wheel. So I went home. But once I got home, I did finish watching the rest of the race. Just a chaos-filled race. I mean, I don't even know how to describe it. It was like it's a classic IndyCar race where I have no clue what's going to happen until it's done. Pato O'Ward timing a pit stop, money, got him the win.
Timed the
Great
pit
job
stop well, did a nice overcut on Renus.
Aaron McLaren pit box was cooking.
Yeah. Two stopper strategy was definitely helped out by the chaos. I mean, it was damn near stage racing on the streets of Toronto.
Yeah.
And then we ended under caution as well because, Jesus, I'm just looking at this, trying to find it. Felix Rosenquist's front wing was dangling like the entire race. Finally went a little too deep into a corner, hit the wall. Nolan Siegel hit him, and caution on lap 88.
Yeah, it was what a chaotic race. I'm obviously upset. My boy got it. But this does mean we made all these jokes. The title fight might actually be on. Pato O'Ward is surging back.
Under 100 points.
Under 100 points. That quiet season that Pato O'Ward was having is not so quiet anymore. It's pretty loud actually. It was a good race though. It was chaotic. Everything you want in IndyCar is where you don't know what's happening until it's over. That's beautiful. On the edge of your seat. Yeah.
On that
Before we get into
note,
how our results did, I want to have a moment to talk to Fox.
he wants to talk about it.
I want to talk about it. I was so happy about Fox beginning this year. Their promo game has been 10 of 10. Their dedication to keep IndyCar on Fox and not bumping them to FS1 is a weird hill to die on, but I like it. It's probably preventing us from having night races sometimes at ovals, and it's probably preventing us from having different times for races. But I respect keeping it on Fox and advertising every race. Every race is advertised on Fox. But you finally get the people there. It's a shit broadcast. It's garbage. It's commercials every 2 minutes. And the final straw for me was, why are in no circumstance in hell, there's no world in which you have a restart during commercial. Not a like split screen. I'm talking full screen commercial. They have a restart. And they got the worst punishment possible because of it. There was a wreck immediately, and then they have to cut back and it's mid-wreck. And we missed what happened.
Yep.
It's unacceptable. And obviously NASCAR fans have been putting up with this for a while. NASCAR on Fox is horrible. IndyCar first, I was like, okay, they're having hiccups, but they're clearly giving it all their time and attention. Clearly Fox just can't produce a broadcast, period.
Yeah.
They have the commentary talent, but whoever's doing the TV direction and is bad at their job, objectively. Like I don't, like you were saying. What you said, Mercedes pays for ESPN to have no commercials.
Yeah, I think
we
so.
We have to find a way for there to not be commercials during IndyCar, or only during cautions. Like, there's got to be a better way. Green flag commercials are freaking horrible. Commercials during a restart are horrible. I'd rather get bumped to FS1 if it means better race times and less commercials.
Yeah,
honestly,
I actually prefer watching NASCAR trucks on FS1 because there's less commercials.
I personally will be taking my computer's location international and finding a way to watch the international broadcast because they don't have commercials. They just switch commentators when it goes to commercial.
Yep.
Which
is better than they used to do. I don't know if IndyCar Live does. I think it might depend on where you are. I know Sky has their own broadcast team, but it might just go no broadcast, like no commentary, and you're just listening to car sounds. Which I'm more than fine with. What's really wild is IndyCar, the commentary crew commentates through commercials in practice and qualifying.
Really?
For IndyCar Live.
Huh. Yeah, I don't know. Fox, I'm pissed at you.
I'll turn on the Fox broadcast in the background to keep the TV numbers up, but I will be taking my computer international most likely.
Yeah.
One of us will be.
Are the TV numbers out?
No.
Are they not great?
I just don't think they're out yet. They're usually Wednesdays.
They were not great, unless this is a year old. 4 hours ago, average audience 734,000.
Could be worse. There was good attendance at the race, I felt like, this year.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just we've been on a very sharp decline in TV numbers, and that's scary. The first
nothing will be as bad as what was it, Iowa race 1 last year. That was like 40,000 or something like that. Because it's the day that Trump got shot, so it got bumped to like CNBC or something like that.
Yeah. So, peak of 894,000, average of 734. Not bad.
Look,
not
there
great.
are rumors. I'm really excited for this rumor that I've heard. Mexico City race is basically a done deal for next year, from what I've heard.
Yeah.
The thought process is running the race right after the World Cup qualifier. There's been talks about doing that as the lead-in for the Mexico City race.
That'd be fire.
That'd be a great lead-in for us.
Yeah.
Unless the match goes to overtime, then it would be less great, but still, lead-in is lead-in. Just means we're getting bumped to FS1 for a little bit. Because there's no way you're bumping the World Cup qualifier.
No, you can't. You cannot. But yeah, that would be fire.
The World Cup is also going to cause issues for the Toronto date next year, potentially.
Well,
Because
they'll
they
figure it out.
have elimination matches there.
Luckily, there's like a buffer of like 17 weeks where there's not races where they can move these around, so it's fine.
I've heard the rumor is this is per Indy Star, I believe. 3 races that are not currently on the schedule this year will be on the schedule next year.
So knowing IndyCar, we're losing at least 2.
I haven't heard. I mean, we're losing Iowa. Well, we are losing 2
gone.
races. We're losing Iowa.
Iowa.
Which
is a shame.
And they
Which
probably
is a
are
shame because
adding one
the
addition.
Iowa product was good, and if they would have had concerts, the attendance would have been good. And if they would have, had a night,
From what I've heard,
race,
basically last year the decision was made.
Doesn't surprise
That's why
me.
there was no promotion around the Iowa race, was because they're not going to sink money into what they're inevitably canceling.
I get it. That's fair. I would just
rumored replacements for Iowa are an oval. I hope we don't lose. I hope we get 2 ovals. Let me pull up. I sent it to you earlier.
Yeah, it was Homestead, Miami,
so
Phoenix,
per the rule book, these are the approved tracks for IndyCar to test at that are ovals. Chicagoland, Homestead, Miami, Kentucky Speedway, Phoenix International, Pocono, and Texas. We are not going to Texas because we're going to Arlington.
If we go to Pocono, I will not watch, and I will not support, and I will not talk a word about the race. We do not in any scenario race at Pocono.
I think we're going to Phoenix if I had to guess. I would love a race at Homestead. I think that's a super speedway race.
Yeah.
I think that Phoenix could produce a pretty cool race too. Potentially. But Homestead would be the best, but the rumors are the renovations won't be done with where it's looking like it would slot into the calendar. Because it is being moved to the playoff championship round next year for NASCAR.
As delusional I am, I want to say, Kentucky Speedway. Kentucky Speedway needs $1 billion in 3 years.
It also doesn't. It's not in a market really that IndyCar needs to be in. We have Nashville, we have Gateway, we have Indy, we have Mid Ohio. Like we honestly don't need to add another race in the Midwest. We need to push into new markets.
Yeah, even though we'd love Kentucky Speedway, we want you to come back. And Kevin Harvick was talking about Kentucky Speedway coming back. They were saying it would have to be something like what happened with North Wilkesboro, where it'd have to be driven by people.
Yeah,
we're trying our best. We need Dale to come try to get it scanned for iRacing, please.
Yeah, I think we only have like a 2016 scan. It's an old scan.
Started it all. That's what started it all. They wanted to clean it up for an iRacing scan, and then it ended up the whole track got redone, and we're back. So Dale, you want to come scan Kentucky Speedway?
I think. I mean, the minute Kentucky Speedway goes up for sale, Ryan, you already know we have to start meeting with banks.
I will max out 1 billion credit cards to buy Kentucky Speedway, and I will barricade myself next to the Colonel, and they will not get my money.
Look, I've said you could make Kentucky Speedway successful if you put a short track somewhere in it, too. Short track and a drag strip in the infield, that thing's successful.
Big facility. But yeah, let's roll into our predictions for Laguna Seca.
Well, how do your predictions do for Toronto, Ryan?
Oh, yeah, I guess we should talk about how my predictions did for Toronto. Mine did decent. I had Pato O'Ward on the podium, and I had a no to seeing Linus in the McLaren. Nolan Siegel was luckily able to come back and race, which I'm glad. Because if he didn't, it means he had serious concussion.
Yeah.
And I don't care if Santino Ferrucci, I don't care who it was. If it was Santino, it was Devlin DeFrancesco, I'd still wish he was okay, and I'm glad he's okay.
Yeah.
He was able to come back. It stinks that we weren't able to see Linus, but at least he was there in reserve capacity. What about you? What'd you get right? All right, moving on.
I got nothing.
I had Scott McLaughlin hit the apex, so,
I mean, he did hit an apex.
He did. Oh, can we talk about for a second Rossi's accident? That was crazy. He hit
Wild.
like the little bump out in the wall and just shredded his car. Like so unlucky.
Yeah.
So unlucky.
And he was looking
our
on
friend,
for a good finish
he
too.
was. Our good friend Sam was like, "Man, why'd you guys like me?" Because he finally chose ECR to root for, and he's like, "Man." He's like, "Did you guys set me up for failure?" And I'm like, "Brother, you're barking up the wrong trees. You're barking up crashing every race and
Incompetent pit crew.
having to take anxiety medicine every time your driver goes on pit lane. Welcome to the struggle. That's what being a racing fan is all about. That's what being a racing fan is all about.
Yeah,
But yeah,
he's been a Red Bull fan since 2021. Bro doesn't know pain.
he doesn't. He wasn't built like us. He didn't. He hasn't watched Ferrari. He suffer. He
I was
hasn't
a
watched.
Logan Sargent fan.
I like Kevin Magnussen.
But yeah, let's get into our predictions for Laguna Seca. We have both IndyCar and IndyNXT running this weekend. USF Juniors is also running at Road America this weekend as a part of their speed tour round, I guess.
Also, this isn't a video related to it, but Robbie Foley did win the GT World Challenge race at VIR. My goat. What's your top three? What's your podium?
Colton Hurd is winning it.
Okay.
Christian Rasmussen is getting P2. And I can't count him out. Renus VK is getting P3.
Wow. What a fever dream podium. Back-to-back fever dream podiums. I like it.
My last one wasn't a fever dream. My F1 one this weekend.
I'm saying back-to-back as in
okay.
The result was a fever dream.
I was going to say my prediction last week was Kirkwood Pillow Dixon.
No, I'm saying you're predicting two fever dreams in a row. My top three, I want this title fight to be on. So I have Pato O'Ward winning this race, continuing his streak, which I don't think is crazy to say. It definitely could happen, in my opinion. So
yeah.
What are you gonna do? I was trying to figure out where he finished last year. He finished 8th, which whatever. Doesn't matter. Pato will be Pato. In second, I have Colton Herta. He got second last year. He'll get second this year. Just my prediction. And in third, joining his Andretti brother, I got Kyle Kirkwood.
I thought you were about to say Marcus Ericsson.
Mid-Ohio, I am disappointed in you. Did you see? I didn't see the video, but I heard them talking about it on Off Track. That Kyle Kirkwood was walking around the campground.
I saw the video.
No one knew who he was, and they couldn't name the Andretti drivers.
I'm gonna take Tim's side here, and you don't know how many people they did ask that did recognize him.
They just tee up all the bad ones, maybe.
Yeah.
Where were we? We would have known.
I think it was during the campground tour. We were not there during that.
Oh, yeah.
I would have been sitting there, what's up, Kyle? Yeah, no, don't film him, guys.
Keep rolling. Kyle!
Who's your hit the apex this week?
I got Nolan Siegel. And not actually hitting he's going to hit the apex.
I was going to say, like, literally hitting the apex.
No. I think Nolan Siegel's going to have a good weekend.
It's okay to be Delulu.
Which is crazy for me to say, but, like, I don't know.
This was his first race last year. Where did he finish?
I mean, do we have to do that?
It's in the 20s, I'm guessing. We gotta say 24th.
He finished 12th.
Oh, not bad. That's one of his best results. Jesus Christ.
So I think he's gonna have,
Yeah.
Wait, am I gonna say something stupid? Is this his first time racing at a track twice?
I don't think
in IndyCar? So. Okay, ignore me.
Indy, he didn't qualify last year, but Indy.
Oh yeah, true.
He became a seagull and went airborne.
You got hit in the apex.
I got Pato hitting the apex this week. I think he's going to carry that momentum, but I don't think it's going to be enough for a win.
Okay, I like it. Who's your miss?
I got Connor Daly missing the apex.
Okay.
This doesn't really seem like a track for him.
Notorious road course.
It has
driver.
right turns.
Yeah.
He wants it back to the roundy rounds, to quote Denny Hamlin.
Literally. My miss the apex. Doesn't want to get caught up messing with you. He doesn't want to get caught up messing with back markers. I got Santino Ferrucci missing the apex.
Hey, that's what happened in warm-up, man. He just got caught messing with the back marker.
Yep. Real.
If you guys haven't seen the wreck, he crashed on his own. That's the joke. Joke explained.
Joke explained he's messing with himself, aka a back marker. Next, Patrick put Penske prediction time, and I shit you not, I wrote first before I talked to him 3 question marks because what does that mean? Patrick then told me just make a Penske prediction. So what's your Penske prediction?
I think that more than one driver will finish the race this weekend. I'm going kind of bold.
Kind of bold. Well, both first could happen. I have one of them. One or more will DNF.
So if one, I mean, you've got a free space, but
I hope not.
Mine's less free.
Because the order always seems to be Scott McLaughlin immediately, then Joseph Newgarden in a tragic wreck in the middle of the race, and then Will Power's car explodes on lap 50. You know what I mean? Like, it seems to be how it goes.
That's the formula. Moving on to IndyNXT. Who do you have winning the IndyNXT race?
I got Cal Collette.
Look, I know you want my prediction here. I've got Dennis Hauger.
I wish I could put Dennis Hauger, but I can't. Because I used him last time. You were smart. You told me don't burn him on an oval, Ryan. Don't burn him on an oval. And I went, no, I'm gonna burn him on an oval. And I did. But Myles Rowe won, so like that's fire.
Oh, by the way, Myles Rowe he needs to get his shit together. We need to, shit talk Myles Rowe a little bit.
Oh yeah, Myles Rowe, you bum.
Dude, making rookie mistakes.
Speaking of that, might hit the apex, Myles Rowe.
My hit the apex is Kyle Collette.
Kyle Collette, okay. I like it. Who's your miss?
I've got Juan Manuel Correa.
Okay.
Just vibes.
I got Dennis Hauger because if I can't have him win, might as well just throw away a point.
It worked for me at Indy.
Yeah, hopefully he wrecks out. I mean, that's all. I hate to wish someone to wreck out, but that's kind of the only way that works. So,
but should be a good couple races this weekend. NASCAR is on the roundy rounds there at Indy. Cookie Monster's
it's the finale of the in-season challenge. Watch our NASCAR video for me losing my mind at something NASCAR just did that I don't know if Patrick's aware of.
I saw that.
With the prize
Supposedly
money.
It was before the in-season challenge that they made that ruling.
But we're just now tweeting about it?
Yeah, just now talking about it. It's kind of wild.
Watch the NASCAR video for that. But yeah. NASCAR at Indy. Or NASCAR. Yeah, NASCAR at Indy. F1 at Spa. And then obviously Laguna Seca for IndyCar. Have a great week, guys.
And Trucks and ARCA are at Indianapolis Raceway Park. Fun short track racing.
Beautiful. That'll be great.
Have a good one, guys.
Peace.